Heredity and Evolution NCERT notes for upcoming FBO FSO Railway and SSC exams. Reproduction produces individuals that are similar but possess subtle differences known as variations. While asexual reproduction involves minor variations due to small inaccuracies in DNA copying, sexual reproduction maximizes the number of successful variations. Over generation, these variations accumulate. The second generation inherits differences from the first and also develops its own variations. Rules of inheritance. Mendel contribution. Both parents contribute equal amounts of genetic material to the child, meaning every trait is influenced by both paternal and maternal DNA. Dominant and recessive traits. In Mendel plant experiments, traits like tallness T was dominant because it was expressed even if only one copy was present. Shortness small t was recessive, only appearing if both copies were T. Independent inheritance. Different traits such as speed, seed shape, plant height are inherited independently of one another. Mechanism of trait expression. Mechanism of trait expression. Genes are section of cellular DNA that provide information for making specific proteins. These proteins control specific characteristics of traits. Each cell has 2 copies of each chromosome, one from each parent, but germ cells take only one chromosome from each pair to ensure the progeny has the correct number of chromosomes after fertilization. Sex determination. In humans, sex is genetically determined. There are 22 perfect pairs of chromosomes and 1 pair of sex chromosomes. Women have a perfect pair of 2 XX chromosomes while men have mismatched XY pair. The father determines the sex of the child. Inheriting an X chromosome from the father results in a girl, while Y chromosome results in a boy. Evolution is essentially the change in the frequency of certain inherited traits in a population over generation. Natural selection. Environmentally favorable variations provide a survival advantage and become more common. Genetic drift. Accidental change in gene frequency in a small population even without a survival advantage. Acquired was inherited. Change in non-reproductive tissues like weight loss due to starvation cannot be passed to progeny because they do not change the DNA of the germ cells. Speciation. The formation of new species occur when populations become geographically isolated, leading to the accumulation of different genetic changes through drift and natural selection until they can no longer interbreed. Tracing evolutionary relationship. Homologous organs with similar basic structure but different functions. Example, limbs of mammals, birds, reptiles indicate inheritance from a common ancestor. Analogous organs that look similar and perform similar functions but have different structural origins. Example, wings of a bat versus bird do not indicate a close evolutionary relationship. Fossils. Preserved traces of living organisms that provide evidence of extinct species and help date evolutionary study. Molecular phylogeny. Comparing the DNA of different species to estimate how much they have changed. More distantly related organisms have more DNA differences. Human evolution. All humans, despite diverse appearances, belong to a single species. The earliest member of Homo sapiens can be traced back to Africa. From there, they migrated in stages across the rest of the planet. It's all about evolution, heredity and evolution.